All right, y'all. Hopefully, I I am back and ready to go. Haven't got a notification yet, but that's okay. Uh, Again, I want to thank God for another blessing day that was not promised um, to me. Amen. And okay, yeah, it's letting me know I'm on. So there we go. Want to thank God for another blessing day that was not promised to me. Amen. Uh, uh, so, uh, again, we thank God for all that He's done, all what He's about to do, and more. Amen. You know, normally I'm not on a Wednesday, but I wanted to come on just for a few minutes. I got a phone call and I got cut. So, but I'm back. I'm back. And I'm just talking about helping each other, supporting each other, and I'm talking out of love. I'm not upset. I'm not mad because the thing about me, show must go on. Amen. So, again, we were talking about some of the things that WKCJ Gospel Radio will be doing. I already have the legal name, waiting on my certificate to come in the mail and all that. And again, I'm not going to worry about sharing this. Somebody come on, they come on. If they not, they don't. Much love again to all my listeners. I want to thank all my listeners that listen to WKCJ Radio. As you know, I took the gospel off of it and I just said WKCJ Radio because there might be some other avenues that I'm going to be a part of. Nothing crazy, nothing out of the. I might have a jazz show, I might have other things, but nothing crazy. Amen. So again, here soon we're gonna have a we're gonna have a digital. Somebody's gonna be monitoring the station, so I have to have all that together. So if a gospel artist that's not known or independent, they will be able to get monetary for their station. Amen. For their song. I'm sorry. Um, I was talking about people that want me to play their music, and I'm not. Again, I'm coming out of love, and I hope I don't upset nobody because I'm just coming out of love. Amen. With this, and I want you to understand that. I want you to understand when I just feel like it needs to be said. It needs to be said. You know, a lot of times people might say, "Well, nah, Rev, no, it's not." Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It. How can you ask um, a radio station that to play your music, but you don't tune in yourself? Help me out. How can you ask a radio station to play your music and you don't tune into the show? Then when you come on, and again, I'm not talking about no particular person, but then when you come on, you say play my artist. But what you fail to realize, sometimes I might have already played your artist if you'd have started from the beginning, man. And so I was watching a guy, and he's the CEO and president of digital tracking radio station. He has a company, huge company, and he was just talking about how people don't want to tune in, how people don't want to do this, how people don't. Now he's huge, and everybody's coming to him, And I basically said, don't look down on small beginnings. We have to learn to help each other out, man. We got to learn how to help each other out. Don't get mad because, a lot of times, when your pastor come to you and your pastor say, hey, you need to do better with this and that, some of them will take it, but some of them will get attitude. The pastor is only trying to help you, and I'm not a pastor. I'm a radio host. I'm just trying to help people that's out here struggling. the independent artists. And I'm telling you, internet radio shows a lot of indie love to independent artists that's not connected to a label. Yeah, they still play Kurt, they still play Fred, they still play John P. Keaton and all them, but they a lot of radio stations play a lot of the indie artists on their show. And all they ask is that you show love back by telling people, hey, you want to hear Jesus Saves by my artist, here's where you can hear it at. Here's where you can hear it at. You know, if you want to hear my quartet group, you want to hear my gospel artists, here's where you can hear it at. Let's help each other out. We in this struggle together. As I said before I got cut off, that we so busy tearing each other down and we won't build each other up. It's sad. It's sad. And it I don't know about some people, sometimes it's sad and it hurts. So if we can't help each other in this industry, you know, I know, watch. Before my day is over, somebody gonna call and say, Red, why did you put that out there? Because I'm coming out of love, but I want to come out of the truth as well. It's unfair it's not right for you to come to the radio station or reach out to the radio station and say, can you play my artist? And they say, no problem. They send you the information, you send it back, and then you don't listen. You don't listen. Ooh. You don't listen to the station. You see what I'm saying? You don't promote the station. See, I'm going to promote mine. I'm going to promote mine. I'm going to tell you something. Nobody's ever going to beat me promoting WKCJ Radio. Nobody. Nobody else. Nobody. So let's help each other out. Let's tell someone. Tell each other, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, tell your pastor, tell whoever that like gospel music that WKCJ Gospel Radio is on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. You know, and they rocking my artists. You know, they're playing my artists. They're rocking my artists. Okay, they're rocking my artists. And one thing I ask, please don't, and I'm asking out of love. Please don't come on my radio station and say, can you play my artist? And then when I play your artist, you disappear. Or while I'm playing your artist, you disappear. That's not right. That's not right. I know it's in the afternoon. I know people are listening later. I'm finna get off here and find me something to munch on, find me some food. But I'm just saying that I want to say this because I felt like it was in my heart to say this to somebody, to these promoters, to these gospel artists. Sometimes you don't even realize I might have already played your artist. I might have already played your song, gospel artist. You know, and I ain't mentioning no names. That's not what I do. That's petty. But it's unfair. You know, that we can't support each other. Then let's support each other. Just don't tune in. Hey man, what you doing? It's finna go out. Hey man, what you doing around 5 o'clock? Man, my boy Reverend Heights, he gonna be on Facebook Live and YouTube. Eventually the Apple app. Facebook Live, YouTube, and all that, man. Go on there and check him out, man. He be doing his thing, you know. And then people that's got events coming up. Hey, send me your flyer. Send me your flyer. I got ways that they can see the flyer. I can tell people about the flyer, all that. I thank God for like people like Pastor Lockhart, that when he has something, he send it to me. He send me the flyer. You know, I just need to know you sent it to me. If you inbox it to me, if you put in it, if you send an email, then I know. Okay? And again, I'm coming out of love with the things that I jotted down. I ain't mad at nobody. Okay? I'm not. I promise you I'm not. I'm too old to be mad. You know, let's support each other. If you hear another gospel artist on after yours, don't jump off. because I just played yours, but you don't support the brother or sister that was just on the show. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. I was hoping I get some people to come on and comment, but that's fine because they'll come on later. But I'm just saying, let's support each other. Let's tune in to each other's music. Hey, call that person. Most of these gospel artists that I've learned, you can go on digital platform, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, and get their music. You want the whole world to play your music, but you don't want to. You don't want to support others. If you having a concert and you one of the featured groups, reach out to somebody that might be in your town, or reach out to somebody out of town and say, hey, I'm about to have a concert. Hey, if you get here, I'll put you on. I'll put you on. Okay. Supporting each other. You know, I'm gonna say this. If you are a gospel artist and you want online, FM, AM, all them digital stations to play your music, make sure that it's quality. Make sure it's quality. Make sure ain't no in the background. Make sure if you got background singers, their mics are good. Your mic is good. If you got a band that's backing you up, make sure that band is good. Make sure everything that you using before you hit record is ready to go. If something don't sound right to you, guess what? It's not going to sound right to that artist, to that radio station, I mean. You know, I know a lot of gospel promoters, you know, but they're not going to just promote anything. Okay, I know a lot of quartet gospel art promoters, and they're not going to promote just anything. And so if you please stay out of Leroy's basement, when save up your money, take a year or two and save up $2,000-$3,000 if you have to, so you can get in the studio. That producer, the person that's running that recording studio, can give you good quality. I remember on Empire, Cookie, she went to this recording studio, and they had all kinds of thugs around, and it looked rough, and it was like it was one of those stations I would have stayed away from. You know, I would have been like, I ain't, man, no ma'am, no sir. I'm just being honest. You know, so if your music is worth a lot to you, put what is worth into it. So when you do take it to radio stations, they'll be like, yeah, I'm glad to play that. I'm glad to play it. I say it might not be your year. I'm going to say it again. It might not be your year to play it. I mean, to put it out there. Take that time and put it together right. If you got a group, make sure, you know, everybody in the group sounds right. They voices together and all that. You know, invest. Can't nobody beat you investing your own music. And then, like, if you get a promoter, please do your homework on that promoter. Please do your homework on that promoter. Don't just say here go $2,000. I want you to promote my music, and nothing ever happens. You a quartet group at a cowboy bar instead of at a church or arena somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You playing in front of country people, and they looking at you like, get off the stage before I throw this bottle at you. It sounds funny, but it's the truth. You cannot, you can't have step with this thing. You can't have step with this thing. My equipment right now is small, but I got equipment that I have invest in that I don't have the area to set up. But it's I know people that invest they invest their money in what they want. If you want to have step, go into Leroy's basement. And let Leroy help you out. But no, if it don't sound right, because a lot of radio stations, that station manager. See, I don't have one of them. I am the station manager. A few years ago, there was a guy that the lady told me to play, and she knew it didn't sound right. In the middle of my show, I had to cut that guy music because it didn't sound right. Which the mistake I made, I should have said, okay, I'll listen to it the next day to see if it's good. But it wasn't, you know, because a friend of mine, James Rainey, he says, if it don't fit my show, I'm not gonna play it. If it don't fit my radio show on that particular day, I'm not gonna play it. He has churchy night, he has youth night, he used to have quartet night, and he let you know if it don't fit one of those nights, I'm not gonna play it. And radio stations are like that. If you got somebody that's got a gospel hip hop show, don't expect them to play quartet. You got to find, hey, do you have somebody that have a gospel hour? Do you have somebody that play quartet music? You know what I'm saying, for that hour or for however long they're on. And they say, yeah, send it to this person. You know, but don't expect you on there, you know, and you want them to play Trouble in My Way, and they're not it's not that type of show. Amen. Put your money into invest. Let's see. Also, the radio station. Okay, here's the thing, and I want to say this. WKCJ and other radio stations, don't be begging. Because one thing I say about my station is that if you don't get it, I'm definitely gonna get it. If you don't donate, that's okay. I ain't mad. I ain't gonna cut your music. I ain't mad. I don't roll like that. Who is that? Mr. Shelley, good evening. That's another radio station. Mr. Shelley Deacon. Yeah, they call him the Deek. He Mr. Tony Shelley. He has a radio station. And he plays on, I know, Sundays and Wednesdays. And he does quartet. Him and his wife is helping promote the Gospel Blaze concert that's coming up this weekend. You know, and I think they're gonna travel down to go. So, you know, again, there's another person that played quartet music. And I'm pretty sure they might at times play other music, but their main thing is quartet. So why would I send them hip hop, knowing gospel hip hop, and know they're not gonna play gospel hip hop? They're gonna play quartet. You know, so I might say, okay, well, because I don't play just quartet. I don't. Who is that? Miss Kathy Williams. Good evening to you. So who else is that? Mr. Holman, good evening to you. If you're local and you need somebody to cut your grass, there go my boy right there, Mr. Holman. He has a lawn service. Amen. He ain't coming out of town. I'm telling you. But understand that this man, even with him, he has a business. And what people fail to realize with people business, they monetary off that. That is their business. That might be a part of their everyday living. So you can't say, okay, well, I need him to do it free. No. I think that you know, they should have put that in the Bible, y'all, as being a sin. Asking somebody to work for free. I think that should be, what y'all think? I think that should be a sin, that you ask somebody to work for free and they got a business. Huh? Or you say, well, that's too much. Well, you didn't want my services. But anyway, that's another soap opera I'm not going to get into. But again, my brother, Brother Holman, if you're local in the St. Louis, Metro East Illinois area, He will take care of your yard. He does a great job. He has a lot of contracts and all that. So, and again, my good friend, Mr. Shelley, they call him the Deke. If you want somebody to play your quartet, reach out to him. He's on Facebook. He'll tell you what information he needs to get to you, same way as Brother Holman. Miss Kathy, my sister. Yes, good evening, good afternoon to you. Let me finish this. I think I done covered most of. Yeah, a lot of radio stations. What people fail to realize, a lot of them work off, number one, donations, and then a lot of them work off sponsors. Okay, a lot of them work off sponsors. That's why, you hear them say, let us hear from our sponsors. Let us hear from our sponsor, and different things like that, because that sponsor has paid for that spot, has paid for that slot. That sponsor has done all that. So you got to understand that they got to get that in, because that sponsor saying, I'm paying you so much amount of money for this spot and I don't hear it. Okay, they might be monitoring. And I'm going to tell you something. Also, with a station manager, most of the station managers that run that radio station, they're listening to that station 24/7. They listen to what people are saying, what the radio personality is saying, and make sure that things are in order. All right. But if that person that's donated, the person that's a sponsor for that radio station, they want to hear their business. Okay. If Brother Holman is a sponsor of WKCJ Radio, he's going to want to hear a commercial or me saying, hey, guys, if you're looking for somebody to get your grass cut, weed eating, all that, he's looking for that because he has spent his hard-earned money for that. So you got to understand that. It's a lot of ins and outs, and I tell people this all the time. I'm not selfish like that. If you want to know how to do a radio station, a podcast, how to get your music on, hey, I'll sit down with you. I'll call you if you're from out of town. If you're in town, I'll meet with you, and I'll tell you what I know. Now, I don't know everything, but what I know, I'll share with you. What I know, I will share with you. And when I say it has its ups and downs, I don't know if Mr. Tony's still on, but it has its ups and downs. Huh? It has its ups and downs. With me, let's see. What is he saying? Okay. Yeah, it has its ups and downs, y'all. But you gotta deal when the downtime comes, pick it back up. Let me tell you something. I say things that I say out of love to people. I'm not upset. I'm not mad. Again, I want to be able to help somebody. But it doesn't make any sense for people to say, hey, play my artist, but you never tune in. You never stick around. But as soon as I do, it's just like I was telling somebody a while years ago. I said I don't understand. People will sit through your show, hear you sing, and then when you get on stage, they leave. I don't understand that for the life of me. I don't. They do it on radio. They do it at concerts. They do these things. And I'm like, that ain't right. Let's support each other. Let's lift each other up. That person was up shouting and lifting you up, and you look up and not there. They're not there. And it's like, it's amazing. And I had a situation where I was looking for certain people, and when I looked, they wasn't there. It hurted. It hurted because I needed them. It hurted. to no end. If you love me, show it. Uh-oh. Okay, so we had to go to this one. You know, I tell people all the time, love is just more than just saying, but love is showing. Love is showing as well. Show me you love me. You know, you don't want people to and I'm about to get out of here now. You don't want people, somebody that say they love you, you want them to show that they love you, that they care for you. What's up, Miss Brown in the building? I don't know if she's still on, but good evening, good afternoon to you. Miss Brown is she has a show as well on Facebook, and she is a gospel promoter and all that. She's actually looking for help. Miss Gloria Jean Johnson Turner, good evening to you. I think she's a gospel artist, gospel promoter as well, quartet gospel artist as well. She says, I'm trying to read this. She says, I'm something. I can't. The letters are white, and I can't see it, but I'm going to do this so I can see what they're saying. Yeah. Okay. But I'm saying this again out of love, not to hurt anybody's feelings. Okay, she says I'm here. Okay. I just got it. She says I'm here. Again, WKCJ is on the move. Like I said, I just got the license. The certificate is on the way to have the call number as mine. And then in July or August, we're gonna do the digital tracker. So when you send me an artist, that artist can get monetaries from it and all that. They could call me or reach out to me and say how many times you play my music, and things like that. All I'm asking you all a lot of times, hey, let's help each other out. Let's scratch each other back. Let's lift one another up. If you say you love me, then show me. And I ain't just talking about me, I'm talking about other people. Online radio stations, y'all don't realize they struggle. They struggle. They do. They really struggle. And I really want to have, and I said it before, I want to have a network party because I just think people don't believe it. But my good friend, Good Talk Greg Haynes, Happy Good Talk Greg Haynes, good friend of mine, he had a show, he had a workshop called Aaron Sharpen Aaron's. And he had bass guitar, recording studios, radio station, but COVID kicked in and he wasn't able to have it like he want, and things like that. I'm telling you, I want people to share their idea. Why hold it? Why not help somebody? Why not show somebody some love? Hey, this is how, hey, I'm going to be at this location. Hey, can you show me how to play the bass? Can you show me how to play the drums? Can you help me work on my music? It's amazing. People like, I ain't got time for that. Wow. And some just be sitting at home twiddling their thumbs. It's just going to be real. Huh? Someone be sitting at home and won't, and you say to yourself, hey, wow, won't help me. People done call me again, and I said this on my other live. People have called me and said, hey, Rev, how do I start a podcast? It's a lady I work with. She say, how me and my friend can start a podcast? I say, first of all, are you serious? Now, don't do this thing if you ain't serious. Okay, but if you serious, and you really want to learn, I'll tell you the game. I'll show you how it works. I don't call it a game. I'll show you how to start. You ain't got to start as big as I did. You could crawl before you walk. I remember I bought all kinds of used stuff, but you would never know. Okay? The microphone I have in front of me, I bought it at a pawn shop. Okay? You got to crawl before you walk. You know, I went on YouTube and said, "Hey, how can I do this? How can I get phone calls, interview over the phone?" And it showed me. How can I use Switcher? It showed me. Because sometimes I could go to people and say, "Help me out," and they don't help me out. So I learned myself. You know, and what I told you, if you even with the gospel music, if you a gospel artist, quartet, contemporary, hip hop, whatever you are, or just any genre, listen to this. Put your hard earned work into it. Put your hard work into it. Stay out of Leroy's basement. Go to a replicable. Go to a replicable. Somebody that's somebody. Do your homework on them, and they have a real good studio with all the buttons and all that stuff ready for you to do. The digital world is what's happening now. The digital world is what's happening. So when you put it out there, you're not sounding like any and everything. You know, if your group is tired that day, don't rehearse. Don't rehearse. Say, can we do it the next day, or can we do it over the weekend? But I need y'all to get some rest. I need for y'all to I need for y'all to do all these things. You know, I need for y'all to do this so we can sound right. If you love what you're doing, you're going to put your hard-earned work into it. If you love what you're doing, if you're just doing it to try to make some money, you're going to be in trouble. I'm sorry. Was I supposed to say that? You're going to be in trouble. Nothing wrong with making money. Nothing wrong with making money. You see what I'm saying? Some people do it right now. They be like, okay, I ain't gonna charge this time because I'm on stage with such and such, and that's gonna give me some exposure. That's gonna get me where some places I want to be. You know, if you got I call her Miss Brown. If you got Miss Brown in your corner, and she say, well, let me hear your music first. And Miss Brown said, you know, she tells, see, what people don't want to realize, I'm going over my time. What people don't want to realize, these promoters need to tell you the truth, not what you want to hear. If you don't sound good, that promoter need to go back to you and say, hey, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's redo this. Let's go back to the drawing board. I'm trying to promote this thing, and they're going to be like, before I can get out the door good, they throwing it out the window. These things can help. The things that I'm telling you can help. You know, if you know, you might take 2 years to say, okay, I need a budget of $5,000. Okay, what you sit down, you say, okay, people still do CDs. I'm trying to hold on. Let me do this because I can't see the white of the writing. People still do CDs. People do MP3s. That's what I really would want from you all is MP3s. But I'll take CDs. I can make it work. But when you out here, you know, and you say, okay, people still do CDs. So what I'm gonna have to do? I need a CD cover. There's some other background stuff that's gonna cost. You put your budget together and you say, this is what my budget is right now. Okay. You take, okay, how am I gonna get this money? Okay, if you work every day, you might say, if I'm serious about my craft, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put some money to a side. I'm gonna put some money to a side. I'm gonna put some money to a side. So I might put 50 or 60 or 100 to the side till I get where I want to be. I had a young lady that I dare not mention her name. Had a young lady that came to me and she was saying, "Can you do this and that?" And I'm like, it just wasn't working for her. And I told her, I said, not to be mean, I say, but take you some time, save you some money, do this and that so you can be good at so when you do put it out there, oh yeah, I want to play that. Oh yeah, I want this person to do a concert. Oh yeah, I want this and I want that from this person. Again, no, even with your promoter, doing your homework on the promoter. Is that promoter really promoting? You know, doing the legal stuff, the contracts, the royalties, all that stuff. I know. My good friend DJ Freddie B out of Chicago. I had a live where he came on and he was just laying it down like it is. These radio stations don't play junk. They don't play scratchy music. They want good quality sound. And I used to be bad. I feel sorry for artists, and I said, okay, I'm going to play it. But I had to stop. Because one thing about it, if you don't have no listeners, how can you do anything? If you don't have any listeners, you don't have anybody listening. What if you ain't got nobody even saying, hey, come be a part of my concert. Come be a part of my concert. Come be a part of my concert. I want to feature you. I remember when I was doing, and I'm finna get out of here because it's not getting late, but I remember when I was doing that, man, I was playing any and everybody, no matter how they sound. I had to stop that. When people were sending me stuff, I'm like, are you serious? And I'm saying this, everything that I have mentioned to you all today is out of love. It's not out of trying to hurt anybody. I want you to be great. I want you to be great. I want you to help me be great. If you're praying, if you got a prayer life, pray for me. All that and more. Let's help each other. Let's support each other. Again, I said love is more than just saying. Love is showing. Love is help. Don't leave somebody out there to drown. Pull them out. Throw them a life jacket. Throw them a rope. Put your hand out there. Show them some love. Help them out. So again, don't ask a radio station to play your music and then you don't tune in. Don't ask a radio station to play your artist and you ain't even told nobody else. This is where you can hear my artist. This is where you can hear my artist. And what that one show I was telling you about, Brown Sugar, I think it's Tay Diggs is his name. He went to that radio station till he couldn't go no more, till he got them to play that music. That means that he was showing that artist love. He was help pushing it. He was being what he's been asked to do, and that is being a good promoter. Being a good promoter. Being helpful. And all that and more. I know people will watch this video later, and I hope they tune into the whole thing where they just ain't watching a little and cut it off. To my gospel artists, put your best foot forward. To my to gospel artists, put your best foot forward. To radio stations, put your best foot forward. All that. To podcasts, to businesses, put your best foot forward. Huh? If you know somebody that's got a business, don't go to somebody else and you know somebody got a business. And then let me drop this and I'm gone. Stop asking people to do stuff for free.